let's get started. Number 9. And let's start with Andre Ward and this injury. Andre Ward has another damn injury. Now, he had a knee injury that doesn't seem to be getting any better. He had a thumb injury that put him out for 7 months. Now, another knee injury. And this comes while you're teamed up with Victor Conte, Mr. Balco, the man who just served 4 months for the whole Baco scandal in the mid-2000s. Now is back with a new firm, Scientific Nutrition for Advanced Conditioning, which is or the SNAC, and you're using a $4,000 unit, the IHT, that's like simulates high altitudes and trigger body productions of the red blood cells. And you and Eddie Chambers are the first two to really try this unit. Who spend $4,000 on vitamins and a machine in these treatments from a guy who's a known steroid professional? I just think this is not a good thing. It's not a good time for you to be associated with Victor Conte right now, and I'm surprised boxing let him come back into the sport. So, with that being said, let's just assess the injury. It seems to be chronic. This knee injury that he has, I can't wait to see the MRI, but he's got to sit out 4 or 5 weeks. And what I think is it might end up hindering his career, because if he keeps having these knee injuries like every 2 or 3 years, then it's something that might be chronic, and it's something that he might have to address to a point where you're going to have knee surgery or permanently put a new cap in there, or that's just it. Because the cartilage in that knee has got to be like just down to the bone. So I don't see Andre Ward having a long career in boxing at all. But he's definitely somebody that they have a lot of interest in. So with that being said, we move on and we move forward amicably, and we talk about the other subjects in boxing that's troubling a lot of people. What is going on with Naazim Richardson factor? Well, you have to look at it like this. Naazim Richardson is a thorn in people's side. He's a thorn in Don King's side with the whole Bernard Hopkins Trinidad scenario. He's definitely a thorn in Bob Arum's side. Bob Arum, the fight with Manny Pacquiao and Mosley didn't happen because Bob Arum was not gonna, as long as Naazim Richardson was in the corner, was not gonna put that fight together. The fight was almost done, but Bob said, "Oh no, unless Naazim Richardson is not the trainer of Shane Mosley, no way." Now, why was that said behind closed doors? It's because of this fact. Top Rank has 3 fighters that they bank their whole existence on. Well, it was 4, but now it's kind of whittled down to 3. But he had his number 2 guy, the guy he was going to build up, Kelly Pavlik, gets embarrassed by a 40-year-old Bernard Hopkins, and the trainer was Naazim Richardson. So now, boom, you derailed the Pavlik money. Now you have Antonio Margarito at the height of his career. Fight Shane Mosley, trainer Naazim Richardson. Boom. Now you just lost him. Shane Mosley getting ready to get in a ring against Manny Pacquiao. Bob is as superstitious as anybody. Right now, Naazim Richardson's hot, too hot. Plus, he found the illegal plaster on Margarito's hands and caused Bob to lose all that money? No. But the Nazim Richardson factor is that he presents a different challenge for Floyd Mayweather, because he seems to have a good aura about approaching the fight. And the only way to beat Floyd Mayweather, we've seen everybody else just have pretty much this animosity to him or a lack of respect, and they didn't really admire him. This is someone who really admires him, and only a greater fan of Floyd Mayweather would ever be able to beat him. It would only take somebody who is a fan of Mayweather in order to beat him. You kill him with kindness. And let's see that approach. We saw the other approach, and everybody's hate for him is what drives him to victory. Now let's see a different side, because this is actually someone who respects him well. So I want to see how the game plan is implemented in this fight. It might be a whole different type of Shane Mosley we see come fight time. So I think that's going to present a challenge for Floyd, but Floyd adjusts to challenges pretty well because he fights instinctively. That's why he doesn't watch fight on tape on other fighters, because he just lets the fight come to him and he adjusts to the style that he's being fought by. And Marquez Vasquez 4. Now this fight took a long time to come together because those two went to war. They had 3 fights and they didn't even go all 12 rounds except for the last fight, and they thrown enough punches and landed enough punches on each other for 3 brutal fights that I think happened too close to each other, and I think they needed all that time to repair themselves. And I think Showtime and everybody else, the doctors, whatever, did a lot by letting these guys sit back and stay out the ring for a while. Israel Vasquez had one good fight. He came back. I don't know what Rafael Marquez did, but this is a good time and it's a good fight because it's going to be another grueling war. But I think it's good for Showtime. Showtime's having another stellar year as far as like great fights on there, but get your popcorn ready when those two get in the ring, because they don't mess around. It's a great year for boxing. It's been a great year for pay-per-view sales. Pay-per-views going up this year because of Floyd Mayweather's return. He generates money to the sport. And I'd just like to say, everybody who supported the KARCENO Strikes Back series, this wasn't really supposed to be a series. It was only supposed to be like a couple of stories, but it just grew into its own event. So on that note, I'll keep you guys informed with other things that's coming up. So I'll see you on number 10. Peace.